All right, we are on 11.4. We are doing spheres, circles. So I've got my sphere, I brought it, and I brought a hemisphere. So a sphere obviously is just a circle. A hemisphere is a semicircle, half a circle, right? So here are the differences, just so you know, half and then the full. So obviously the parts of a sphere, I've got this line that goes up and down. That's my diameter. I can zoom in. Okay. This line, this arrow here on the upper right is going to be my radius. Point in the center. The great circle slices, the great circle is, okay, the great circle slices the sphere into two hemispheres. That would be like an imaginary line that goes around it. So on my shape, it would be this seam that puts it together, because obviously this comes apart. But this seam that puts it together is going to be called the great circle. Okay? So it's just the line that goes all the way around. So formulas. The formulas are, okay, a cone was 1/3. A sphere is 4/3. So, and then it's pi r cubed. It's not pi r squared. So let's check this out. The volume, how much fills. So volume equals 4/3 pi r cubed. Then surface area is 4 pi r squared. So the formula, you're just plugging in the radius, so it's easy. But the 4/3 pi 7 cubed. So what I need to do is I need to do 7 cubed first. And I have my 7 times 7 times 7. So that's 343. And you guys should just put it in your calculator as it is. Times. Okay, 1436.76 inches cubed. You just do the multiplication, you know? Do you guys get that? Yes, no, maybe?
Yes.
Okay. Here, I'll set up number 2, but we don't need to do it. If the diameter is 33, then you're just going to do 33 cut in half. So my radius is 16.5. So I'm just going to set it up. 4/3 pi 16.5 cubed. So that's volume. Okay. Number 3. Surface area formula. Surface area means around it, if I were to paint it, one coat of paint, how much paint would I use? If I put wrapping paper around this sphere, how much wrapping paper would I use? Okay. All right. So I'm going to do 4 pi r squared. My radius is 2.8. Four pi 2.8 squared. And somebody tell me what you got for number 3.
98.5.
98.5.
Mm-hmm. Really good. 98.5. What is it saying to round to? Ooh, the directions don't say. Let's just do 98.5. And it's going to be meters cubed. Oh, surface area is just squared. I'm sorry. Volume is cubed. Surface area is just squared. Let me set up number 4. I'm just going to set it up. Surface area equals 4 pi 12 squared. And you would do that. You don't have to do number 4. Number 5. The volume and the surface area of a hemisphere. So the volume and surface area of a hemisphere are as follows. I've got the volume, 2/3 pi 5 cubed. So go ahead and do it on your calculator. All right, somebody tell me what they got.
52.36.
I didn't get that. I wanted to show you this method. If you have trouble with the 2/3 part in your calculator, you could divide by 3 at the end if you want. So it'd be like 250 pi divided by 3. Someone give me another option for an answer.
Sorry, I put it by squared. It was 261.781.
261 point, let's do 8 kilometers cubed because we're doing volume. I know we're switching back so much. Volume, surface area, volume, surface area. Volume is cubed, surface area is squared. Am I good to turn the page? All right, we don't need to do number 6. Let's do the surface area of the hemisphere. Here's the formula. Surface area equals 3 pi r squared. Kind of easy. 3 pi 14 squared. Okay. Okay. Volunteer. Number 7.
1,847.3.
1,847.3 yards squared because it's surface area. So as you're noticing, we're having a lot of formulas, and you, well, in a normal school year, you'd have to memorize all the formulas. But since half of you at home are going to cheat on the formulas anyways, I'm going to let you have like a little formula sheet. That's fine. Okay. Let me set up number 8. 3 pi 6.1 squared. Okay. All right. Let's look at number 9. The volume of a sphere with a great circle area of, find the volume of a sphere with a great circle area of 201.6. So here's the deal. If I know that area is pi r squared, and the great circle is that line that cuts through, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that the great circle area, which is that the biggest circle, it's basically like this circle in the sphere, this flat circle right here. I need to use this 201.06 to find the radius. So I'm going to go 201.06 equals pi r squared, because I need to find the radius of this sphere. So find radius of sphere. All right. We had a problem like this earlier where I just said we need to divide by pi, or it was like 2 days ago or something. So I'm going to do 201.06 divided by pi. And that gives me r squared equals 63.9. Great. 63.9 is 64. I love that. You can round. Absolutely. Especially when it's 63.999. The radius equals 8. Now that I know the radius, I need to find the volume. Find volume. Okay. So my volume is going to be, remember, 4/3 pi r cubed. So 4/3 pi 8 cubed. 4/3 pi 8 cubed. So, dun dun dun. Work it out, la la la. (2,144.66 inches cubed). Everything seemed fine so far? All right, we're going to jump to 11, last one. The Henleys have a silo on their farm to store grain. assuming the entire space is used, what is the maximum amount of grain that the silo can hold? So if there was a little hole on top and they were filling grain from the top, how much grain could go into this silo? All right, my hemisphere has a radius of 11. The whole shape has a radius of 11, in fact, as does the cylinder, right? So I'm going to use my formula for a hemisphere, and I'm going to use my formula for a cylinder, and then I add them together. So first I'm going to do the hemisphere. Here's the hemisphere. 2/3 pi 11 cubed. 2/3 pi 11 cubed. If I wanted to divide by 3 at the end, I could. That's just a technique. If you have trouble entering fractions into your calculator, I would get 2,662 pi divided by 3. But I think you guys are probably just like entering into your calculator quicker than I. 2,787.64 is the volume of the hemisphere. Okay, cylinder. The volume of a cylinder. Remember pi r squared times height. Pi 11 squared times 45 high. Any questions so far? Am I going too fast? Are you understanding this? How to do this? Okay. This volume is 12,924.51. Let's do the math. Hemisphere plus cylinder, grand total of, better put it with a different color because I'm running out of space, 15,712.15 feet cubed. 15,712.15 feet cubed.
Miss Grant,
Yeah.
for the cylinder, I got 17,105.9.
Yeah, I got 1,700, 105.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
121 times 45 times pi. Okay, what am I doing wrong? Pi r squared times height. The height is, oh, can I tell you something? The radius is 11. The height of the cylinder, oh, I'm sorry, the height of the hemisphere is 11. So the height of the cylinder is 45 minus 11. 34. So, which means that I gave you this 45 wrong. The cylinder is not 34. The whole thing together is 34. I'm sorry. The whole thing is 45. This has a radius of 11 upwards too. So the height of this hemisphere is 11. I apologize. kind of important pieces of information I needed to share with you. So now you'll get that answer. Okay.